Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is May 18th, and we are going to be talking about Palantir. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research, make your own decisions. I don't want to take that responsibility. Palantir closed at 21.24, up 78 cents, up 3.81%. That's quite nice. Post-market, we seem to be down a little bit, 20 and 20.52. So basically, since the earnings on May 11th, we have had a great green candle. So the stock recovered a lot. Then we have had one pullback with two red candles. So the first candle, the second candle, and then at that point on the second pullback candle, we drew a line. We do a support line, a trend line. And it seems like the stock is respecting that support line. So the next day we almost touched it. And then we had kind of a little bit of a top here, you see. The top of this candle here at maybe 2031 was also respected here, 2031, and then yesterday we broke out of it, and today we are even higher again. And today we officially are higher than 21, our support that we followed for such a long time. So we closed above 21. So that's a milestone in itself. That's a milestone in itself. Let's look at the hourly chart just for fun to go into more details. So basically, what I was telling you about is this here. So yeah, so the earnings were here. We went boom and we stopped at 2030. Went back down. This is where we drew our support, and then the stock went back up and then stopped again at 2030. See? 2030, it's really hard to get past that. And then today, this morning at 9:30, we went down a little bit and then boom, over 21 in one swoop. Then during the rest of the day, we continued the climb, and now we are having a little bit of a pullback, and we touched the 21 here. So look at this. We touched the 21 here. So we used it as support. So when a stock tends to, when a stock crosses a resistance, then goes back and touches on the support, it usually bounces on it and moves on. So this is a pullback, and the pullbacks oftentimes respect the resistance that you broke, and now the resistance becomes support. So seeing this, I see that the stock might continue tomorrow. There's no indication here on the chart, based on my opinion, that the stock would be going down tomorrow. Stochastic is high. It's going down a little bit, but it's still super high at 87. MACD is great, and the DMI is green. So from an hourly perspective, there's a lot of steam, and I think we are going to ride above 21 tomorrow and even higher. That's from an hourly perspective. If we look at the daily perspective, which is a little bit later than the hourly perspective, the hourly perspective reacts a little bit more, of course, because we have one candle every single hour instead of one candle every single day. You can trade on the hourly chart. This would allow you to get in quicker and get out sooner than from a daily chart, but it requires more time during the day. If you don't have that time, that's fine. You can trade on the daily chart. But if you have the time and you like it, you can trade on the hourly chart. So from a daily chart perspective, let's look at the indicators. So we have a stochastic at 58. So we like when stochastic is above 50. So it shows that there's some strength here in the market. Look at this here though. We had a stochastic at 50 before on April 13th and also April 26th and also March 16th. So we had those stochastic at around 50, and did it lead us anywhere? Well, not really, because we bounced on a resistance, bounced on a resistance, bounced on a resistance. Will this time be different? Will this time be different? Based on what I see, based on the DMI, one of my favorite indicator. So based on the DMI, a DMI is there to indicate when a stock turns really bullish from a daily perspective or from an hourly perspective. You can use the DMI from an hourly perspective also. But here, the DMI indicates a trend change. So when the green line goes over the red line, that's a big trend change. So the DMI here on March 16th and April 12th, the DMI was telling us, nope, I'm still red, I'm still red, I'm still red. And what did happen? The stock just, caved in to the resistance. So right now, I don't know, but my guess, it's just a guess. My guess is that the DMI is so bearish that I would be surprised. It's not impossible, but I would be surprised if the stock would be going like this. I think it's going to do this. It's going to do this because the DMI is not ready. It's not ready. It's saying this is still a bearish stock. So I think it's going to do this and then maybe bounce back on 21. On 21 or on 1942, that's possible, or on 2030. That's all. Those are all possibilities. And then I think when it turns back around again, then the DMI will be more than ready, and then that will be the time when the resistance is broken. So that, to me, looking at this right now, this is the most likely scenario. But it's still possible that the stock goes out there. So just keep that in mind. This is what it means. Just keep that in mind. And if the stock bounces on the resistance and you are long, or you bought here at the bottom, or you bought somewhere here, then if it bounces, you can just sell. You can sell and then let it come down again and get back up and bounces and bounce on 1942 or any other support. Let it bounce again, and you can then decide to buy on the bounce or buy when the DMI really crosses over and the stock crosses this resistance here, to go long for a while, days, weeks, months. So this is what I see right now. And one thing I need to do officially, so I should have a ceremonial music here. So what I will do is, so our stochastic is now over 50, so that's a green. So let's put a green thumb here. Green thumb here, and guess what? Yes, MACD has crossed over. So we have another green thumb. So we are only missing the DMI to have 3 green thumbs to indicate that it's full steam ahead for Palantir. It's not full steam ahead yet, but it might be coming soon. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for commenting. I read all of your comments. Thank you for liking. Thank you for clicking on the bell. I produce a video every single day giving you a daily account of Palantir and Tesla. You can check these videos out. Thank you for subscribing. This helps me a lot. We reached 1,000 subscribers not too long ago, so I really appreciate it. We have a Patreon account if you are interested in giving me an encouragement, a financial encouragement to keep me doing these videos for you. We have a Patreon account also. And I'm going to tell you, what am I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you, have a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you, à la prochaine.